2008 commencement speaker who was chosen from the speech communication graduates, Christopher Taylor. Christopher will be graduated magna cum laude with a 3.75 grade point average. At an age when so many have grown cynical and despairing of the human condition, he's dedicated himself to service in venues ranging from the local to the international. During the last school year, he worked as project director for the Cal Fullerton Volunteer and Service Center, organizing a team called Students Advocating Civic Transformation, and helped plan Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week and the Social Justice Summit. In August, he will begin 1 year as a commitment he has made to working as a refugee and peace advocacy officer in Lusaka, Zambia, in Africa. His work will be completed on behalf of the Mennonite Central Committee, an international relief, development, and peace-building organization. His attendance to issues of community engagement and social justice is not a new one. He has interned in 2007 at the Orbelinda Friends Church, and he also spent the summer of that same year working with a small church in Geneva, Switzerland, during which he helped plan volunteer projects serving refugees, the homeless, the elderly, the handicapped, and the underprivileged children. He hopes to use his human communication studies background in a career dedicated to working for peace and justice in places plagued by conflict and poverty. He's especially interested in working with communities of faith in these endeavors, and already has taken steps to follow the prophet Micah's call to seek justice, practice mercy, and walk humbly. Graduates and families, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Christopher Taylor.
On behalf of the Department of Human Communication and the soon-to-be graduated class of 2008, I would like to thank the family, friends who have joined us here on this special day of commencement. This ceremony is a tribute to you as well, as each of the students sitting here today is a reminder and a reflection of you. I would also like to thank the faculty members who have challenged us over the course of our time here at Cal State Fullerton. You have filled us with a wealth of knowledge and the skills to communicate that knowledge with the world around us. Thank you. Just for fun, the following is a short list of significant things that will be remembered by human communication students. Cramming for exams in Nutwood Cafe. Losing our money in the Scantron vending machine. Can someone please get on that? The late great diagonal crosswalk. The infamous numbers 300 and 308. Which weren't that bad after all. Public speaking anxiety, which is real. Aphasia. See? Hypothesis testing. One-way ANOVA, ANOVA, MANOVA, ANOVA. My apologies to any other OVAs I may be leaving out. Debates, class presentations, and the sweet feeling of finishing our finals. Now that we've taken a moment to remember some of the things of the past, let us now consider what lies ahead in our futures, remembering to embrace the future with both humility and boldness. As our department includes both communicative disorders and communication theory and practice students, we are a motley crew of future speech therapists, researchers, teachers, lawyers, preachers, consultants, managers, professors, CEOs, counselors, sales representatives, and the list goes on and on. Some of us have jobs lined up or have plans to attend graduate school. Others literally have no idea what lies ahead. It's true, and are scared to be jobless with a degree and living with their parents. I'm sure they fear it as well. well for the challenges that lie before us. As I think about the impact that this very diverse and talented group of students will have in this world, I am at the same time worried, hopeful, and inspired. Worried that our potential may be squandered in lives of apathy and indifference. Hopeful because I sense a desire for the things that truly matter. And inspired because I have seen evidence of individual and collective greatness here in the halls of College Park. It is no secret that the world is in dire need of people who can effectively engage their fellow human beings and address the problems that plague us all. We must be those people. We must learn to reach beyond ourselves to touch those around us. No matter where life takes us, each of us has an opportunity, no, a responsibility to leave an indelible mark on this world in need. I am always struck by the simple wisdom of the late Dr. Martin Luther King, who reminds us that life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? This question requires our sincere consideration and our honest response. It is a question that I hear echoed in my own mind as I search for what I believe to be true and good in this world. Knowing full well that what many believe to be futile, I believe to be possible. Call me an idealist, but I believe that things like justice, peace, and equality are only abstract until made tangible through our actions and through our lives. I believe that things like poverty, violence, and oppression are only concrete obstacles until made obsolete by people who care enough to live lives of service. I believe that we are poised to make all of this happen here today. As we leave today, I am confident that the communication skills we have developed here will translate into lives that make meaningful impacts in society. As we transmit a message of words and deeds, our lives will be a testimony to the friends, family, faculty, and fellow students who have challenged us to engage the world around us in new and creative ways. And now, Human Communication Studies class of 2008, the time has come for us to tap our reservoirs of potential and reveal the greatness that is welling up inside each of us, waiting to go wherever it is needed most. Thank you, and congratulations.
Two very inspiring and heartfelt speeches from both Michelle and Christopher. Let's give them both a round of applause. It is my pleasure now to fill you in with some information about